and Jade, was a vision board. You know, like it's such a simple thing.
So important.
You know, and it's funny when we've been to big seminars and stuff like that. All of us, I should say. You know, the very successful people that are up on stage, the first thing they do is they get in contact with your emotion, and they tell you that if you're not looking at a vision board of some sort, if you don't have any goals or anything written in front of you, something visual to stimulate the brain to go, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That I can see myself in that car or that boat or that house, or even if it is materialistic, or if it's some bloke on top of a mountain, you can see yourself being in that exact position at that exact time of the day, etc., etc. You know,
well, it determines your day, the way you start your day. So if you've got a vision board at home, and you've got, you know, maybe a nice car on there and a big house, and you know you've got a picture of your family and all of that sort of thing, then that's tapped into your emotions, right? And then how you conduct yourself throughout that day, you will then tap into logic, because people make decisions on emotion and then logic, right? So if you can tap into that emotion straight away as soon as you wake up, then you're off to a good start, right? Because you probably practiced gratitude while you've looked at your vision board. Plus, you've given you a big kick up the arse and gone, all right, this is what I got to do to get to that. And it's very important to remind yourself. Too many people, again, they're too scared to put that up because they're scared that if they don't hit it, they look like an idiot.
Do you have a vision board of some sort?
Of course I do. Of course. Yeah, and you need that to remind yourself of why you're doing what you do every single day, right? If you don't have those little reminders anywhere, whether it be on your fridge or in your room or on your phone or whatever it is that you're looking at every single day, then you're not going to be inspired or motivated. You will lose motivation, right? You need to become obsessed with your goals. And that's why I say, make them big, make it worth it. You've got one life, right? We're all going to die. We all got, 80, 90 years till we, of age until we die. Like, why not think big anyway? Why not set goals that are unrealistic? Why not dream? Like James Dean says, dream like you'll live forever, but live like you'll die tomorrow.
It's so true. If you really think about that, it's so true.
It's enormous, yeah.
Absolutely.
It's like
got you guys thinking, huh?
It does.
It's a macro,
it makes you
isn't
think. It makes you think. Of course, if I was going to die tomorrow, I'd probably eat a big bag of M&Ms. But there has to be a bit of a limitation on that.
Our subject is think big, so you might want to do something a bit more
than eating M&Ms.
Yeah. So,
but going back to the vision board though. I know a lot of females that I talk to. Girls love visualizing things, and they love.
They can see themselves.
Go visual, and vision board is very has a huge or direct correlation with social media as well. I don't know if anyone's got their Pinterest app on their phone as well, but just browse through Pinterest and get your mind going, and what image would feel really important to you and really powerful that is going to have a direct correlation towards your goals. You might work in an open plan office space, and a vision board might be a little bit too embarrassing for the office, which for me, I don't have mine up in my office. I think it is a very personal thing. But having it somewhere visible where you can see your home office, your bedroom, the bathroom, so when you go and brush your teeth in the morning, then it's right there. But it's important because we all need those daily reminders of why we're getting up at 5 a.m. It's freezing cold. It's pouring rain outside. Oh, that's why. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Another thing with the vision board, you can get carried away with it. So a bit of a tip with that is actually have a vision board which is permanent, or you can add things to it. Don't rely on, say, Instagram pages or Facebook feeds or whatever it is, because you can get lost in it and just waste a whole bunch of time.
Can be unrealistic.
Get the vision board done so you don't have to really worry about it again. Make a plan, execute that plan, and just keep working at that plan. Work it, and it might take you 10, 20, 30 years, and don't worry what people say. Just trust the process. Just keep going and going and going. If you need to add to that vision board, add something into it, right? But don't spend too much time dreaming about it, because you've got to work for it, right? Execute.
That's right.
Surround yourself with people who have done it before. Model their success. And there are so many big thinkers out there. It's very small minority, by the way. But those people who are big thinkers, those people are the ones who can enjoy the fruits of their labour.
Yep.
Like, so many people are worried about putting themselves out there. I know we keep saying that, but think about this. The people that we idolise, the Floyd Mayweathers, the Conor McGregors, the Michael Jordans, all of those people, they all stand alone.
Mm-hmm.
They don't go with the herd.
Yep.
They all obsess with something so much more than their counterparts, which makes them the best. Right? So those same people that obsess were the ones that were getting made fun of back 20, 30 years ago when they first started out.
Yeah, I love it.
So you might as well get made fun of. Make sure people laugh at you, because you know what? You want to stand alone. You want to be the wolf amongst the sheep, right? And not many people want to do that. They want to stay a sheep. They want to go with where the mass society is taking them.
And that's how the human brain actually functions.
And they fall back into the middle class, right? And I would actually rather be in the lower class than the middle class. Because at least the lower class, you know where you stand. The middle class is just this constant struggle. Right? And that's where the majority of the population sits in the middle class, because everyone wants to keep up with the Joneses, everyone wants to be accepted and liked by everyone.
But they don't want to outdo everyone and stand out.
No, you must stand out. You've got to stand out. And people aren't going to like you. It's just a known fact. People aren't going to like you. Not many people like me. I don't care.
Doesn't stop you from doing
No, because those people that point and laugh at me, they're not paying my bills,
exactly.
Right? Those people that point and laugh at me, one day they're going to die as well, right? So I might as well stand here and make a difference for my family and the people around me, because, we got one shot and this is it.
That's it.
That's great, guys. That also, this is part of my last point before we soon wrap it up. But having faith that your life does have a purpose, as spiritual as that sounds or whatever, but it is so true. You always got to remember that, no matter whether we're in business or if this is just life decisions that we're making. Like, you've got a scripture written out for you at the end of the day. Your life has only got a certain amount of time. You've got to have faith that whatever you do, go out there and enjoy it. And don't just how many times have we been in business before where the only thing you're thinking of is, oh my God, how am I going to pay this and how am I going to pay that? And there's always ways around it. Always ways around it, but it's the having faith in that business or that relationship or anything, and always keeping that end game, that end goal in sight, but letting everything ahead of you do its thing. Do you know what I mean?
I think this word is very important, is purpose, and if you need, it's very, very important that you find your purpose. Because that purpose is going to create that everlasting happiness. If you don't have a purpose that's greater than yourself, then it's not a sustainable thing for you. So
it took me a while to find my purpose.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of people to actually, people die and they never find their purpose, right? So I'm so grateful I've found my purpose, and
it gets you up every day.
My purpose is to help as many people as possible, whether that is to lose weight or that's to become financially free, or if they want to be millionaires. I want to help people get to that point. The more people I can help, the more I'm fulfilling my purpose. And ever since I've found my purpose, I've been able to think big, set bigger goals, really just push past all the obstacles that get in my way, because I get faced with obstacles every day being an entrepreneur. It's one of the hardest jobs in the world, right? Big responsibilities, no one likes you, you don't have any friends, it's really hard, right? But I actually don't care, because I really enjoy it that much, because my purpose far outweighs all of those small obstacles that come in my way. It's like the purpose just knocks them out every time an obstacle comes. As soon as a roadblock comes, that purpose is that bridge over that roadblock, right? So what's important is if you can find your purpose, then you have the power to think as big as you want, right? And then nothing ever will stop you. Don't let anyone ever stop you.
Yeah. Yeah, I completely agree. And even, going back a little while ago, me dealing with a bit of anxiety, you always told me, both of you did, realising that your purpose is greater than the problem that you're dealing with, such as that anxiety. That helps you overcome that.
Always bring it back to the purpose. Yeah. Always bring it back to the bigger picture. Always bring it back to that long-term mindset, because then you go, you know what, the day I had today wasn't really that bad.
Yeah.
you know, and then all of a sudden your anxiety's gone.
That's right.
You know, always bring it back to like gratitude, like Jade said earlier. If you're grateful for what you have, then how are you going to feel anxious? Because you're feeling fulfilled with
Definitely.
all the love and happiness that's in your heart.
You can't feel both. You can't be happy or sad or anxious or excited.
No.
You can either be one or the other.
And it's all about conditioning your mind. If you can condition your mind to think like that, that means you're mentally strong.
Yeah.
And if you're mentally strong, you can do anything that you want.
Jade, any closing notes?
I think we've wrapped everything.
Yeah, we have.
We've talked about so much.
Time to drop the mic.
Yeah.
So much power today. I love it.
It is, yeah. Well, we're starting 2018 big, and I mean, this is why we brought out this week's podcast. This was a topic thought on by Zar this week. I won't take credit for it this week, but it was Zar's topic, and you know, it just defines you as a person. You know?
I think it's fitting because
It really is.
everyone's talking about 2018 and how this is going to be their year and all of that stuff, and I love it. I love that energy, and I'm seeing it all on social media. I'm seeing it when I'm bumping into people. Everyone's going, "Yep, 2018 is my year." You know what? I love that energy, and you know, so many more people are becoming more positive now, and it's
So
beautiful
good.
to
It
watch.
is. You're right.
And maybe because it's a law of attraction, and we're attracting these types of people to us. But I love it. You know what I mean? And if we have more people like you guys out there listening right now in this world, the world will become a better place.
Yep.
I think it's also worth noting that this is episode 12, but the first episode back for 2018. We've got one happening every Wednesday, and so much more. So it's just not just the Grow Your Future podcast that you're listening to now. We've got, you know, there's stuff going up on content being pushed out on YouTube every single day, so you need to check that out. Instagram, Facebook. Actually, can we just talk about your publication
Oh,
for a second? So Zar, Luxland CEO, was just published in your investment property mag, which is amazing. There was like a 3 or 4 page spread on Zar's strategy, how he's become a millionaire and how he's going to be helping others through the Luxland way. So it's so exciting. You need to pick up a copy. I think it's a February
February
edition.
issue.
It's amazing.
It's a yellow cover. It's the only property investment magazine that they've got in print now, so you can get it at your local newsagent.
So proud. Well done.
Thank you.
So
Well done.
Thank you.
we're
Start
so
to the year.
excited. So it's a good start to the year for us, but it's not just that. There's so much more that we're delivering. We're just going to bring literally pure power this year to
And
you
we're going to
guys.
have a lot of guests on this year as
Yeah,
well. We
pumped.
finished off last year with Jeff Jowett, one of Zar and Jade's,
Aussie Jeff.
you know, long-standing friends. But yeah, this year we're going to have some big players come on board and some people from smaller spaces as well that have dealt with, you know, adversities and all sorts of things that we've gone through ourselves.
So if it's also, sorry, I'm taking over
No,
your
that's
role,
quite
but
all right.
if you guys have any questions that you want answered on this show, particularly, then send them through. You can send them through to the Luxland inbox or any of our personal inboxes as well, on Instagram or Facebook. Write into us. We'll answer as much as we can on here. If you have any topics that you want us to cover as well this year, we'd happy to consider them. Because this is for you guys at the end of the day. We just want to keep adding value to you guys, so you keep watching us.
That'll wrap us up for another week, guys. Thank you very much for tuning into our first episode of 2018. We'll speak to you guys next week.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.
See you
Love
guys.
you.
Bye.
Love you all.